Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, anywhere you are. Uh, and let's start. At first, we are talking about software called TreeShade. You can install totally free from exchange.adobe.com. And this software uh, is open source and works as a server, local server on your computer, and extension for Adobe InDesign and Adobe Bridge, in addition to Adobe Photoshop for exporting mockups for the layout, for the InDesign layout. In this session, we will make dynamic list for illustration and testing. Dynamic list of contacts for a business card. So the end user can add contact in the business card and select the icon with the contact text. So at first here in Adobe Bridge, after installing TreeShade, you need to create, TreeShade will ask you to create root folder for your project files. Here I have this folder TRST, and this folder workshop created automatically, and you're supposed to put your project files inside workshop to edit them. There are different folder for output, like here for pages for workshop, and here versions, because the software have versioning system. Each file have versions associated with versions. Like here, this file, you can select the file and then go to versions. So here you have two versions, ver01 and ver02. This prefix added automatically. You are not supposed to edit versions directly here, so I put this red line to warn you. To edit any version, you need to edit the editing copy inside workshop, and after editing you need to check in to update the current version, or create a new version to add a new one. To edit the old version, you need to the old version that you want to edit and double click. Like here, if you double click on a different version that is not current, because now ver01 is connected to the editing copy. To make this, double click, then TreeShade will ask you, do you want to set this version as current, ver02? Click yes. Then TreeShade automatically switch to workshop location and update the editing copy, so you can edit the version. After editing, you check in for updating the modification, and check out to get the version that you want for editing. Okay, anyway, let's create a new folder here. Let's name contact, and now let's create online form by selecting from TreeShade menu a new, this command new, then data, then click OK. Now TreeShade create this text file. This text file have the settings for the online form. If you double click, TreeShade will ask you to open the online form. Click yes. Now the online form is empty. So let's start. Let's create InDesign document from TreeShade menu, a new, Creative Cloud, InDesign. Let's name layout. Okay. Now, if we refresh the online form, there is no preview for the InDesign document. So let's check in. Right click and click check in. So TreeShade automatically check in as final no. So TreeShade automatically open the document, export it as a PDF and also as JPG for pages, to represent pages. So now, after exporting, TreeShade automatically will review, will preview the PDF in version PDF. Here in version PDF location. So you know that the checking in operation is done. Let's go back to workshop and now if you refresh the online form, you will see a preview of the document. This preview comes from the pages. Okay. Now let's make content for contact. Let's create folder called data. The same word in key text file, the text file that has this flag. So this folder paired to the text file to be retrieved in the online form. And inside data, let's create a contact. At first, let's create text file from TreeShade menu, a new plain. Let's name contact. And then let's create a folder called contact. And inside that folder, let's create links of contact. So to create a list, we need to make dynamic item by creating a text file has ID, capital letters at first, then sequence of 5 digits and capital letters. So let's write here any digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here let's add display part to display a label for the contact. Let's write label for now, placeholder. Okay, now let's create a folder, match the ID exactly. ID capital letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inside that folder let's put icon and text. So let's from TreeShade menu, a new icon. Let's keep the same name, icon, and then text to hold the content beside the icon, as phone number or website, etc. So a new text, a new plane. Then let's write content. Okay. Here I can reorder the items for the online form by dragging and dropping here to make custom order. Then from TreeShade menu, just select this update tsort.txt file. Then this text file produced and has pure name of the order, icon, then content. Okay, let's refresh the online form to see what we have now. Now we have one contact, have icon and content. So and here you can add as dynamic list. Now we need to place this contact in Adobe InDesign. So at first we need to edit the text file here, contact, to have dynamic live snippet. So double click on contact. Here TreeShade asks you to open bird folder, because this text file have bird to a folder. We don't want to open the folder, we want to edit the text file, so click no. Now here let's write the dynamic syntax. At first write 2 colons to identify that this dynamic content. When we place the text file in InDesign, it will be dynamic to retrieve the content of bird folder. Write the relative path to the content of bird folder, /fn, the pure name of the file name, contact. So we go to the folder, because here the file name contact and the folder contact. So always we have this general phrase for matching the content of bird folder. And here we want to place all the list. The list start with capital letters ID. So write ID capital letters and asterisk for the rest of the file name. Then colon, then add the method we want to place, and then the separator, colon again, and \R to separate the contact with a new line. Okay, that's it. Okay, and also here the item, each item must have dynamic content. Double click, open bird folder, no, and here let's write the same thing, /fn file name / to get the content of the bird folder. And here we have two items, icon and content. So let's write asterisk to place all of the files. And here the placing determined the order of placing determined by a sort file that we generated. So we want to place, and the separator space, we want one space between the icon and the content. Okay, that's it. Okay, now let's open the document. Here, layout. Let's create text frame, and while the text cursor inside Adobe InDesign, but before that let's create paragraph style, a new paragraph style. Let's name, sorry, cancel. I click the shortcut for recording by mistake, so let's select new paragraph style again, and let's name contact. Okay, and let's make left to right alignment, increase the text size to 24. Okay, now we want to place the live snippet. So let's go back to workshop, and here inside data you can right click on the live snippet, dynamic live snippet, and place using this command, place in InDesign. But you need to be assured that the text cursor is ready inside the text frame. Okay, now the first item placed, but without formatting. We have here anchored icon, custom anchored, and we have space after the icon, then the content. Here you have the icon, then space, then the text that called content. If we go here, this is the first item, and here you have icon and content. So we need to assign object style to this icon. We can do that in the in the phrase of the dynamic live snippet. So let's double click here, open bird folder now. Here we make 2 columns to add style, and here let's write icon, the object style, then OBJ, abbreviation of object. Click OK. Now if we update the dynamic live snippet by selecting it, by selecting the marker at the beginning that TreeShade create, this marker is non-printing, so it's just displayed for the graphic designer to know that this is a snippet, dynamic live snippet, and connected to this file. So here from live snippet menu, you can select reveal in bridge to reveal the text file, and you can select the dynamic to edit the dynamic content directly from here. Here you will have the content of the live snippet itself. Okay. Now let's update. So you can select update, selected. Now if you select the icon, you will find that it have object style icon automatically. TreeShade automatically create this object style and assign to the icon. Now we want width for the icon. Can I set width in the object style itself? Let's see here if we have something related to the width. Let's make frame fitting options, auto fit, fit content proportionally, and here in anchored object options, let's make inline, and text frame auto size. This is not text frame. Paragraph style. Anyway, you can set dynamic width. So let's click OK. Then from dynamic content, select dynamic content, and here you can add this for the contact, all contact, but we want to modify one item. So double click here on the text that represent the item, the icon and content, and here let's open the text file and add 2 columns again to add a new style. Then add a width like 7 millimeter, no need for the unit, and then colon and then width. Writing width will change only the width, so we need the word relative before the word width or after, and you can add space or without space, no problem. Now let's refresh again. Update selected. Now the icon automatically have object style and have specific width 7 mm, and keeping the same ratio. Now let's remove the stroke, move the icon down a little, then redefine the object style. And let's modify the paragraph style. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's continue. Let's change the width and height to match business card. Let's reduce the size. And let's update the width to 4 mini. Update selected. I think here the problem that applying the object style before changing the width of the icon make the icon bigger than the text frame, then we have overset. So we just need to change the order so the width comes before. So it's add here. Here you can put these in separate lines. Just add at the end colon, then dash to separate everyone. So here, like this, to make in each one in separate line as you want. So everyone start with 2 columns. At first here the content, the dynamic content, then here we have relative width, then object style icon. Okay, now let's from live snippet select update all. Now it's done. Now you have contact, dynamic contact for your business card. Let's save. Do you want to check in? Yes. I'm waiting for PDF revealing on Adobe Bridge. When the PDF revealed in Adobe Bridge, then the process checking in is done. Okay. Now the end user can add and modify the contact. Let's try now. Let's say here phone. Now you can upload an icon, then add text. You can close and duplicate. Let's here write email. And here website. This is only for labeling folders and for the online labeling for the items, but it's not related to the design element. Here let's select icon for the website, any icon, and here let's put the okay. Now let's click update. Now the online form will send a request for the local server on your computer to update the design. So the server will send a request for Adobe InDesign to open the document, update the content, export PDF and image for the page, and close the document, all that in background without any involving of the graphic designer. So I'm not touching anything. The open is opened, the document is opened, the content updated, and now the document will be closed. If the document was opened already, it will not be closed, but if it was closed, then after opening and updating, it will be closed. So now the content updated. Let's change here the digit to Arabic. So here character digit Arabic and redefine. Okay. Save. Do you want to check in? Yes. Now when the graphic designer update the document manually and check in the file, the online form will be updated. So when you refresh the online form, the new preview will be revealed here. So here the end user can edit the content at any time. Like here you can reorder, like making the website at first. Now if we update, let's put the application on the right and the online form on the left to know what will happen. So now if we click update and wait, within 1 minute, almost 1 minute, the document will be updated and exported. And if the document was closed, then it will be closed again. If it was opened, it remains opened. So now we have the website at first. You can add new item here. Like let's say WhatsApp number, etc., or LinkedIn website. And now let's click update. Now all this happens in background automatically. So you can send the form URL to anyone, your collaborator or marketing team, or to customer, to update the content and design remotely. Here email, and here you can remove the item and update. Now the document will update the content in background automatically, auto export the PDF, and the local server on your computer will update the online form. So we have connection between the content of the document and the design in dynamic, flexible way. So the end user can add item, can upload an icon, and modify the content of every one. Okay, that's it. Don't hesitate to ask any question about installing or using the software. It's totally free. You can install from Adobe Exchange. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.